Hi, everybody. I'm Darren Dodson here. Welcome back to the Darren Dodson Network here today. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday as this video will be uploaded. And today I'm here with Jason Decanio. How are you doing, Jason, tonight?
All right, boss. How you doing?
Doing good. A little tired from Christmas festivities, but I'm still getting some stuff done. So, yep. And just watching the college basketball game on. And then once I'm done with this video, I'll be going to sleep and then uh, see what else we can do for the rest of the week. So, yep. So in this video, we are going to be going over what's to come in 2024. Uh, this year has been a great first year with the network schedules for the fall and summer. I want to thank everybody who has participated. We did have some ups and downs on the schedule, but that was the plan all along. And ev- everything changes over time. So I just want to deeply thank everybody who has participated in this that does not work schedules, and I think you can agree with me on this one.
Yeah, nothing is ever set in stone. Even though we put together a fall schedule, we never realized we didn't realize that there was going to be a lot of open space for the spring, and a lot of changes that were for the best sometimes in this case. So when you really think about it, when you looked at that fall schedule in August with all the meetings and the way it was, everything was filling in, and you said, this could last 7 months. Well, no, it really can't last 7 months because nothing's ever set in stone. People are not ready to just start shooting. It takes some time for things, for certain programs to get on the block. And even though we have it in there for that space, doesn't necessarily mean we're going to air it at that time. It could change at any given moment. Somebody may not be ready to air it. But one of the things we're not going to do, and I mean not going to do, is I'm not going to starve my audience. Okay, starving your audience, and you know about this because you're guilty of it. I'm guilty of it too. Starving your audience is when you record something certain amount, and then you wait 6 months up to a year later to air it. Uh, that to me is starving the audience, and it's not a race to get everything up, but we have to make sure we don't starve the audience when they're expecting 13 weeks. When we record it, they're expecting the next week after that, that 14th week, to start the airing of the recordings. Some shows may not be able to do that. David has a little bit of a problem with that because he's got to edit. So in that case, he may be the exception to the rule, but I sure as heck am not going to, because I know Scruggs is already going to have a pre-recorded stuff. Like the game show stuff, maybe, depending. But a lot of other things can be adjusted for time, but we don't want to go too far out. But again, it's really on the person who's running the show on it, or particularly hosting that show, that's going to have the issue, and the editing team too. That's why I asked last year, I said, let's have an editing team. Let's get a team of 4 or 5 that we can send it off to you guys. You edit it, put it together the way we want it. You show us that final copy before we air it. If it's okay and the way we like it, we'll air it. So if anybody out there is an editor, because even David needs a little bit of a break from editing because he wants to get back into hosting. If you know anybody out there who's a good editor and can do this, and we need you, when we ask of you, um, step forward, because we need somebody. We need somebody on a full-time basis that lives and breathes and eats editing. I think that would help a lot. I mean, I edit my own shows and they're real easy because of the software. David uses a different software, so he's got a little more on it. But I use a very basic, yeah, for my shows on my channels, I use very basic software that's more like slideshow presentations. He's got more graphics to put in, so he's got to make layers. I think. I don't know how you do it, but you got your audio, your video, and then you got graphics on top of that. So you have like 3 tracks you're playing, you're editing at the same time so that they all sync. If I'm wrong,
Well,
if I'm mistakenly wrong
it's
on,
hard to explain.
huh?
It's hard to explain. Oh,
It
why
is,
can't
yeah, I know. because I've seen some editing. I've seen some complex editing software out there where people lay like an audio and a video and a graphics track or something else on top of that, and they're building up like 5 or 6 tracks and trying to piece them together so one sound doesn't overtake the other and they all sync. You know what I mean? I've seen that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't know if it's true or not, but I don't make it that difficult for myself. But yeah, everybody edits with different stuff. Some people use Final Cut and say they swear by it. I use one called NCH, which is unlicensed, but I can get the code and make it licensed.
Mm.
So, you know.
Well, as for any as concerned, I don't really need an editor for shows like, for example, what you call it, the ones that you and Brent Scruggs film, basically, because Scruggs has the sound effects, and I can easily put it together.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I mean, the game shows are a little bit easier to put together, especially when you have the sound effects on it, or you have the program for it.
the
Uh,
only shows, the only shows that I will need help to edit from time to time is if I do the board game version of Deal, or what you call it, maybe I don't know, just something like that, or I guess I don't know, maybe Wheel of Fortune, or something
yeah. What about the Price is
really
Right?
nice.
When you was hosting it, how hard
Oh,
was it
oh,
to edit it?
it's actually very easy to edit because
Oh,
the game software has all the sound effects, applause, etc. So it's very easy to edit. It's just getting the contestants is hard to do.
yeah.
So, but I only need 5, which is fine. But we're on consistent basis. Um, I'll explain more details later on once we get to the big changes for next year. Because right now we need to explain of what's to come in 2024,
Hmm.
and we are going to start with the game show taping schedule that I want you to go over here.
Okay, let's pull it up here. Let's get that going here.
You don't need to share screen it. You can just tell us. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, I'll still bring it up anyways because I figured everybody has looks at it, has a chance to see it as well too, and I get to. Oops, I pulled up the I pulled up the wrong one. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. We pulled up the wrong one. We pulled up my email, man. Not the. There we go. We want that one. Okay, now we're good. Okay. I
yeah.
was
You need to do that tap thing on StreamYard.
Yeah, well, yeah. I was pulling up the email, not the document itself. Okay. So, for next year, we're all going to be returning back to our regular recording. Now, this is taping. This has nothing to do with airing. What you've seen aired already, um, is still going to follow. It's whatever is 13 weeks, 12
Mhm.
weeks, whatever David
13.
produced up until that point, up until Christmas time, it's still going to be aired. But we're all going to start recording new seasons, and we've got season 2 of Tic Tac Toe coming up. At 13 weeks, starting January 8th to April 1st, and
Yep.
then season 2 of Joker's Wild and season 3 of Blockbusters resumes its taping January 8th to February 26th.
Yes.
We've done 6 shows of each. So when we
Mhm.
come back all on January 8th, myself and Brandon Scruggs will be in the studio on Discord for
Mondays.
Monday night from 7 to 10, taping 3 game shows. So if you'd like to be a
Well, actually,
contestant, yeah.
7, 8, 9, 7 to 9. Well,
Well,
actually, yeah,
we'll
7
be
to 10.
finished. Yes, yeah, we'll be finished at 10 o'clock though, so it'll still be
Yeah.
3 hours. Yeah.
Hmm.
And then, so if you'd like to be a contestant on those particular shows, drop us a line at
Hmm.
David 3000 Network. Either get in contact with David or myself. I preferably would prefer you to get in contact with David because David can set it up and put it in his book and everything. And, you know,
Yeah.
it's easier that way for him to keep track. I usually keep track of other things that I have to deal with, but you can still drop me a line and I'll pass it on to him. Usually I'll ask for contestants too if we're in a big meeting or something. So
Hmm.
that is going to be January 8th. Now, after all that's done, these three shows right here, Jokers, Wild, Tic Tac Toe, Blockbusters, they're going to start airing right after, season 2 and season 3 of Jokers and Blockbusters will start airing the same time we're going to tape on March 5th, which is the following week. We'll be doing Pitfall and Now You See It. That's going to start airing episode. Oh, we also got to remember to. Did we say when we're going to launch the date of the pilots, David? For
Check the airing schedule below. I put an airing schedule below for you to
oh,
check.
did you, oh, okay. Where did you? Let's see.
You see the 9 part?
I can't. How far do you want me to go down?
Hold on. Trying to keep
Can't see.
going. Keep. Actually, no. Keep going. Go
Up.
back up. Yeah. And go up more
Oh,
until you see the 9.
okay. Where we go? Oh, wait a minute now. Okay.
Well, not yet. Go to the 9 part. Whereas go to the airing schedule section when I put the 9. The the dot 9. Wait.
Oh, here
Yep,
we.
right there.
All
Yep,
right.
you
Okay.
got it.
Oh, I didn't know there was more documents to this. Okay. So yeah. So now, if you look at the airing schedule, right, this is going to be. There's going to be there should be a pilot somewhere in here,
Yeah,
and
it is. Wait.
whoops.
Uh,
Wait a minute. Okay. Wow,
um,
you're going all the way down on the airing. Oh, okay. I see a line.
no, go to the 12 to 12:30. That part.
Okay, right. Pitfall, and Now You See It. February 22nd will be the day that we start launch a pilot for those two shows. That's about two. That gives us 2 weeks out and a whole month to pretty much prep those two shows. So if you want to be a contestant on Pitfall and Now You See It, you can. You have a lot of time. But we need uh 2 contestants for Pitfall and 2 contestants for, well, let's see. For Now You See It, we're going to need about what, 5 contestants, I think, since it's the NARS version.
Um.
I think.
Well, okay.
Yeah, because you need a playoff round, a qualifying. There's a semi, a quarter, a semi, and a finals. And the finals is against the champ of that previous. But since we're launching the pilot and everything, yeah, and I have yet to see Now You See It on the board. I saw a little bit of it. I saw a preview of it, but I've got the Pitfall game down and ready to go. So,
Yeah.
yep, that one's not a problem. But getting back to what we were doing before with the taping, um,
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Go up more. All the way up. Yep.
okay,
You were talking about the Pitfall 9. You see it. That's on the
right, yeah,
20.
that is going to start the taping for episode 1, season 1, on March 5th to May 28th. Those two shows will be on Tuesday recordings. Me and David will be recording those because it's going to be on a Tuesday because I got so much going on with Monday that I need the extra day on Tuesday to actually record 2 separate shows.
Yeah.
So we're going to need that. And then once those are done, of course, then the airings will come up the following June for those.
Yeah.
If you look down here, the airings for those Pitfall and Now You See It.
June 4th to August 27th.
Right. Yep.
So there you go.
Yep. Yep.
No.
Pitfall and Now You See It. 13 episodes, June 4th to August 27th. And then that'll take us basically, then we go back in the studio and we record for the fall.
Yep.
While they're airing, we're going to be recording the fall stuff, the summer stuff for the fall.
Fall
We're
stuff.
recording in the stuff in the summertime. Yeah. So everything is pretty much either we're going to be recording or we're going to be airing. And once we're airing stuff, we won't be in the studio. But once we're recording, we will be. So, I mean, certain things, everything's going to be pretty much, and you'll see a finalized schedule for the
Yeah.
spring in the next coming weeks, basically, because everything's going to be panned out. And we have still have that game show block from 12 to 2. What, now you're going to extend it to 12 to 3, right?
Haven't gotten that far, but
Yeah. Because if we get more game shows in, we can expand to a 3-hour block instead of a 2-hour block. We might be able to get, yeah, we might be able to get that in. And of course, with the remaining schedule also too, we have Caesar's Challenge, the Challengers, and that's going to be hosted by Brandon Martin. Super Password will enter its 3rd season of recording, January 8th until June 10th. And if Brandon needs a time off, which he does, he said he'll skip the 15th. So he'll take that Monday off and then come back and do the 22nd through June 10th. Yep.
All right.
And that could be, and since it's going to be on a Monday, he can have either the first game room or the second, whichever one, whoever gets in there. He can be on the second game room because we'll probably be in the first, or whichever who gets there first. Gotcha. There is 2 game rooms, by the way, on the David 3000 network. So, is there a way we can add a 3rd game room, or do we have to pay for that?
We can if we want to, but I don't think it's necessary.
Oh, okay. Because if we needed, if anybody needed the extra studio space, the game room space,
they can use the general voice chat if needed.
Oh, okay. And it shows their videos and everything too?
Yeah, basically the same thing.
Oh, I didn't know if we could expand farther, or it was Discord that only limited us to 2. I'm still learning Discord too, even after a year of being on it. You know. And then, are you doing the Russian roulette pilot? Who's doing that? Oh, that's Danny Lewis, right? David. He froze.
I'm here.
Froze?
I'm here.
Yeah, I know you're here. Okay, so the Russian roulette pilot's going to be hosted by Danny Lewis.
Yep, that's still happening. I heard it there.
Early January, so like what he's talking like the same time, January 8th, a week?
I am not quite sure yet, but we'll keep everybody posted in our servers. So yeah.
And then you're coming back for Wheel of Fortune Sundays.
Yep, doing the 2 final episodes for season 1 on January 7th and 21st.
Ah, okay. For a total of 15 episodes. And then Eric and Scott, they have Bullseye Season 2 Saturdays back on January 6th until March 23rd. Yep. And then Caleb Washington, he's going to be hosting Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader? Thursdays from January 11th to February 15th. And All-Star Blitz and Debt. What's going on?
I'm still deciding if I would want Caleb or someone else to host those shows, but that will be determined.
Okay, so, to be determined.
But
and then
that'll be on Thursday. That'll be on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Once that comes. So.
February 22nd to March 28th and April 4th to May 9th. Cool. Yeah. And then you have the season 1 finale of The Price is Right.
Yep, it'll be taped this Friday or January 7th, depending on what I decide. So, there you go.
And then you got Deal or No Deal.
Yep, season 3.
Yep.
I'm already done with season 2. I just need to film one more episode for the Deal or No Deal season 2 finale. But in 2024, for season 3, I'll be filming it Mondays and Wednesdays from January 1st to April 3rd, and that'll be 20 episodes with that one.
And the Money Vault. Yep.
The Money Vault season 2. I'll be filming that Mondays, Saturdays, and Sundays from January 8th to January 20th. The Hidden Envelope season 2. Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays from January 11th to January 21st, and then it's Punch a Punch will be Saturdays, Sundays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, from January 2nd to January 13th. And of course, in the parentheses, that is how many episodes that I'm going to be filming that for the season.
Mm-hmm.
And um, and then I'll be also doing a fourth season of Deal, Saturdays and Sundays from August 24th to November 27th, and plus one more on November 27th, 17th to make it even for how many episodes I'll be doing for season four. Um, so, um, and next, let's see what we have here. Um, the Money Vault. I'll be doing not new seasons of the Money Vault, and I will update there is Punch a Punch for the summertime. Uh, the same schedule for all of those three shows for the taping wise,
Mm-hmm.
except it's going to be from March to end of April. So there you go.
Yep.
And Spread Million Season 2 will be Fridays from January 5th to March 29th. 13 episodes for that season. Wheel of Fortune Season 2 will be back on track with new episodes for the new season. 6 episodes for the short season. Mondays from April 22nd to May 27th. The reason why it's 6 episodes is because we are airing it bi-weekly in the summertime.
Yeah.
And for both sides, season 3, if it happens, there's a case I would be more prepared for that if that comes to be true.
Mm-hmm.
It will be filmed the usual Saturdays from August 31st to November 23rd. And of course, the same schedule for the three winter shows. I'll be doing it from August to September because I don't want to do it in October because one, I got what I need to do, and also um, October makes it playoffs, so
Hmm.
that's why I want to do it from August to September for 1 month for those three tapings. Now for the airing schedule, um, let's go over that, Jason.
Okay. Well, okay, and you got a little more down here. These are the things you've already
Yeah,
covered.
that um, the airing schedule. That's where we want to start with. Yep.
Okay. So now, with the airing schedule, the week of March 4th, airings of season 2 of Joker's Wild and season 3 of Blockbuster until May 27th/28th, 13 episodes. Tic Tac Toe season 2, April 8th to July 1st, 13 episodes. 12 in the 12:30 slots. Thursday pilots for Pitfall, and Now You See It on February 22nd. And Thursdays from June 4th to August 27th for Pitfall, and Now You See It, 13 episodes. Yep.
Yep.
Joker's Wild season 3, Blockbuster season 4, September 2nd and through November 25th, 13 episodes. Super Password season 3 from June 19th until season 1 finale on September 25th, and playoffs from October 2nd until November 13th, 15 episodes plus 7 playoff games. That's by choice. That's all Brandon Martin.
Yep.
He always has playoffs. I don't, me personally, I don't particularly like it because after a while it gets to a point where I want to get some new blood, and if I've got to see the same people after a tournament of champions, I'm like, nah. But it works out good for Super Password. Hopefully they'll get a different champ because Mr. Bergman's going to have to retain and defend his championship, so he will
So
have to come back
that
and
one.
huh?
We'll see how it goes with that one. And also, speaking of Mr. Martin, I don't know if I explained this earlier, but the challengers or Caesar's challenge, Brandon decided to bring back to the Derek Thousand Network. Um, so for the airing schedule for those, for Caesar's challenge, um, once um, we have that good to go for that,
Mm-hmm.
um, it will be from
What the?
June 3rd to September 9th.
Did
What?
you put a thumbs up on there on the screen?
What? No?
I saw a thumbs up on this part of the screen right here. Oh,
I
right
don't.
here. Like you're a boop 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 boop. Thumbs up.
Okay.
Whoever did that,
I don't know. I didn't see anything.
I saw it.
Um,
I was like, okay. See it on the you'll see it on the playback when you be like, well, I don't.
all I know it was my actual thumb. I don't know about my computer or
Oh,
phone.
it had like a cartoonish thing with the bubble.
Oh, oh. Um, from June 3rd to September 19th, and the challengers from June 3rd to September 19th.
Mm-hmm.
And for Car Sharks, Jason Decanio will be hosting that new
Oh yeah,
season.
that's true. Yes, season 2 will be me and David will be switching places because he wants to do Pressure Luck. So he's given me the honor of recording Card Shark season 2, which I think if we're gonna do that, we need to do that on that Tuesday with Pitfall and the.
Well, we agreed on Saturdays, but we
Oh,
can
we do it
check
on
that out.
Saturdays. That's right. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I didn't know what day. I totally forgot about that, but there'll
I
still
for,
be
we
13
forgot to explain that earlier. So it's my bad.
Yeah, we had 10 episodes for season 1, which David did, and me and Jason Kelly announced. Now Jason Kelly takes over as announcer. I take over as host, and David goes to Press Your Luck, and he does season 5 from June 3rd to August 26th, and he'll do 13 episodes,
Yes.
give or take.
Yeah. And the Unknown Season 2 will be back on schedule from January. Well, actually, it is already back up early today, but just from the schedule from June 3rd, excuse me, yeah, January 30th, bi weekly until April 10th for
hmm
season 2, 15 episodes. Wheel of Fortune returns airings January 8th, bi weekly until April 15th. Bullseye Season 2 airing from March 30th to June 22nd for 13 episodes.
hmm
I'm Smarter Than a Fifth Grader for February 27th to April 2nd. Um, if these two shows happen, All Star Blitz Mondays from April 8th to May 13th. 6 episodes. And same for Dep airs from June 3rd to July 8th. Um, and for Price is Right, season 1 airings which it already happened for December 25th, but with that Christmas special, which hope you guys enjoyed that. We're skipping January 1st and 8th, and then bi-weekly from January 15th to April 8th.
hmm
$100 million Spectacular on April 15th, and then the season finale on May 19th for 20 episodes. Dear No Deal Season 3, Mondays and Thursdays from June 20th to August 29th, 20
What? Go
episodes.
back and what's that? Another MDS? What is that?
That is $1 million Spectacular. That's what it stands for.
Okay, yeah. Well, you spelled another wrong.
Oh,
You did, or did you purposely spell it that
uh,
way?
$1 million Spectacular and yes, that's what I meant to do.
A note.
Let me see. Let me see.
It's right here. Another. Is it another?
Oh, my bad. You can fix that. Yeah. Um, you can fix that. I don't know why it was like that.
No,
Um,
I didn't know if that was the way you were gonna title it.
oh, um, I was gonna title it. I'm just saying that's another $1 million spectacular because I already did another
Another, which is
two
the
episodes.
is this
The
one
second
here.
one.
Right.
Yeah, the second
Another.
one does spectacular. Yeah,
Yeah, you got
just
it.
leave it. Yeah, yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Um, January season 3, Mondays, Thursdays, September 20th to August 29th, and then season 4 will be in the winter from November 27th to February 13th, and of course the three winter shows will be back from November to February. I meant to say November on here, but
Yeah.
um, I'll fix that um, right now.
There you go.
Right by on that. Um,
Yeah, Mm-hmm.
and I'll double check that after program. Um, Wheel of Fortune season 2 airings bi-weekly, Mondays from June 3rd to August 26th. Um, and I, I think that is oh my god, and of course both side season 3.
Yeah.
Um, and of course season 4. So now, without further ado, let's go to the changes. for the network here. You can stop share screen for that. Um, and you can stop share screen now, Jason.
Oh yes, and also too, we have Tuesday meetings scheduled in May and August at 9 p.m. to 9:30. That's our biannual meetings that we're going to have to launch the summer schedule for May, and the August is for the September fall schedule for 2024. If you'd like to attend those meetings, there are four of them in each month, and you only have to attend one, but you can come to all four because we're pretty much covering all of the new stuff that we've pretty much covered now, and you'll see more of a layout. You'll see the actual summer schedule ready to be launched in June.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing with August for September. So everything that
Right.
you pretty much, seen, you can come to the meetings, and also the meetings are also open. What's this called? Open forum and discussion.
Open forum. Yep.
Yep. That means you can come in, ask a question, make a grump, a gripe, complaint, anything you want to tell us. We're here for you. You
Yep.
know.
For a half an hour, which will be the length of the meetings.
Yep.
So, yeah, you can stop streaming. You know, pretty quick.
Oh.
You don't need that on.
Okay.
I'll just explain right here. Um, so, um, we have them. Have to stop shit. So let me help you on this one.
Okay. We use one of the changes to the network. Oh.
Uh, There we go. I just didn't want that search swing for this particular part.
No. Okay.
Um, you guys are going to be explaining the changes for the W.HATS network right now. So for the changes to the W.HATS network, um, I will be doing more gameplay videos. Um, you know, I meant to. I did that on purpose for video. Is video
Oh, you
video.
did. Oh, okay. But you spelled Christmas wrong, though.
Okay.
I
Um,
fixed Christmas though.
yeah. All right. So for the changes, I will be getting back into doing some more gameplay videos for 2024. And what I mean by that is I did a poll the other day on my server where if they want to see more gameplay videos back. Gameplay specials mean I do gameplay specials for people who have birthdays or YouTube anniversaries or even for holidays or whatever. And since the poll had more than 10 likes, it is official that I'll be bringing back to the 2024 schedule. Something that I decided to do for fun here for 2024 to add more things to the schedule. Um, so, but the schedule for gameplay videos is basically going to be random. There's no particular need to put that on the schedule, but all I'm gonna say is you guys are gonna enjoy it, and I'm excited to bring that back. And also, I will be bringing back the new Weekend of Games. I did a Weekend of Games series back in 2022, but I'll be bringing it back as the new Weekend of Games, and I've decided to do 10 episodes per season. So, um, 10 episodes per season will be the format, and it might air bi-weekly or every week. You never know. So that will be the plan here for the weekend of games. And of
Hmm.
course, all of these will be uh, uploaded in advance. But speaking of the schedule, um, we whenever I possibly if I do get a job in the new year, they a lot of things might change for the schedules. Certain shows might still continue on, some shows may not continue on due to my availability. So anything can happen at any time. So just be aware that I will that if you see things, what's the right words? Uh, if certain things or keep on going or not keep going, just don't be surprised because um, I might have done a job or something else. So um, I'll definitely make an update video or announcement video. Um, explain that if that change ever comes to be. So maybe more people like Jason here might take over for me for certain projects if that needs to come into play. Um, or Jason or Danny or I'm bringing Caleb
Anyone?
into the mix now. So
Yeah. Well, we've got our group of four. We've got Danny and B Mart one with us for the core group, and then we still would like to get a core group for statistics and other stuff that the secondary group can take into and put it in there in case we need it for later on. It's always good to have backup people that we can count on, and that's going to come by trust. That's going to be, that's going to make
yeah,
sure that we will do a full interview process on you, look at your track record, see how well you're fully committed or not fully committed to what we need you for. Just
mhm,
remember also too, this is not a paying job. This is volunteer work. This is to gain also experience too, because you'll be leading something. We want leaderships from somebody who's going to take a commanding speak on this. Um, if you're dedicated to the David 3000 network like you were 4 years ago when David started this whole project, then you are going to be dedicated now. So whoever was there when he first started will show that interest or show that commitment, and that's what we're really looking for, is some really good committed people below us, because David's president. I'm like
yeah,
second in command, but I don't even think of myself as second in command because I'm still doing shows under him. Everything still gets finalized by David himself for the channel, because David has to go through and make sure that the channel doesn't have anything out of the ordinary. I don't have access to the only thing I don't have access to is the channel itself, which means I can't upload any videos to the channel. I can send David my material, but he still has to go through and put the uploads in because it's his channel. He has access to it, and I don't want access to it because then it's like, because he could share access, but I'm not even going to ask him for that. I mean,
mhm,
he would trust me with it, but sooner or later he's going to have to, if he gets to that point where he has to, send it over to somebody. I think he would make sure that he would send it over to some trusting people. Hopefully one of them is me, but yeah. But that's what we're looking for. We're looking for some trustworthy people in 2024 that we can say, "Hey, we need your help. We need
mhm,
it now." So, this is an opportunity for everybody to step up, and we're going to see who's going to step up in 2024 and then make some decisions on that, and come to you and ask you if you want to be part of this. Now, we're not saying drop everything for your life and, that sort of thing. But if you're going to be committed, then when we need you, great.
yeah,
But make yourself available. That's at least be on call.
yeah,
have your instant messenger on green dot because we may need you. We may need to ask something of you. So just be
yeah,
prepared for that. But if you're serious about taking the oath, because running this channel is like a full-time job, even though nobody's getting any money or anything, and we haven't even gotten to monetization yet. How far are we along there, Mr. St. Dennis? Are we even
uh,
close? Are we even allowed to get
there,
monetized?
um, maybe not right now, but I will. We'll talk about it another time because that's not on my agenda.
Right.
But so and I don't know if I want to get monetized because of the with the content we make.
True.
So yeah, that's probably not going to happen, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't. Plus, the money is not even money. This is 5 cents
Yeah.
anyway. So, um, but so if whenever I do post Spaghetti Drum next year or whenever if something happens, I'll make an announcement video and some changes will here on the network. Don't worry, I will still be around doing my channel. It's just I need to make some changes for this now. Um, next, for my game shows, um, I'll be doing having game shows. Uh, some of them will have cartoons. Some of them will not have cartoons. Um, I'm just gonna add more variety to it because, just to change it up. And I've done plenty of cartoons before on my game shows
Mm.
as contestants, but um, for my game shows at least, um, you know, I'll have cartoons, not all of them, of course, but from time to time. The title crew, yes, we are bringing it back for 2024. But however, depending on my if I ever get a job, I may not be the host, so Eric might take over for me as the host if that needs to come into play. I'm still gonna have him, uh, Joey, Jesse, you back
Yep.
on,
I mean, I even could
for
pick up for Eric if he's even unavailable too. So there's all of us can on the dugout crew can host it or lead it in any which way. If David can't make it, we can rotate it and
yeah,
put it in. And there will be the format change will definitely be, and there will be a new theme song too at the end of that thing than the closing. The same one will be in for the intro will be the same, but there will be a different logo, different picture. David's going to make
yeah,
that. Once he sends me that over, I will cue it up with the new outro that you'll see for the first show. Which are we doing the spring training or we're going first in the regular
regular
season?
season my pastime.
Okay. So that's
Yeah.
like what, April 1st again, I guess. Or is it March
Um,
30th?
I'm not having, I'm not, s- I'm not sure. I think it is March 30th. Let me
I think
check.
so too, because last year was supposed to be in March, but they pushed it
Actually, no, March 28th, actually.
March
Yeah,
28th. So that'll
yeah,
be the first show of the new baseball season. Yep.
probably. Or, let me see what day of the week is it on. Mm, Yep, but it's on Thursday, so that'll be the first, that'll be the first episode right there, which will
Perfect
go on
perfect day.
Thursday.
First day of opening season is right on our day
Yep,
when all the games are going to be pretty much at 1 o'clock or you know.
yeah, 1 o'clock usually. Yeah.
So there'll be
Um.
some stuff to highlight before and after. Yep.
Now, next, beginning every October or 25 or 12 days of Christmas. Um, those two shows will be in the 5:30 p.m. Eastern time slot because Jason Decanio with the DMS 2000 inside is officially 90 minutes now. 5:30 p.m. Eastern will be a slot um for technically those two shows um because it's not really necessary to put it on the actual schedule itself
Hmm.
um because it's only, those two shows are for you know, October and December specifically, and I don't want to take away any open spots. So for 5:30 p.m. Eastern, those two shows will officially be in those two slots. So there you go.
Hmm.
And for 5:30 p.m. East, and the reason why the message has been cycle and at that time because you guys didn't take care of and same with myself. So
Hmm.
um, winter shows, the hidden envelope, the money vault, and the responsive bunch. Those three shows will be in the summertime and leap years. For example, with this year 2024, you know, um, what the leap year, March 29th, and all that. Every 4 years, starting this year, it'll be in the summertime. Well, the main reason why I did it for the summertime this year because I'll be going on vacation what this coming year if everything goes to plan. Um, so that's why I decided to have something on there for everybody to along the way. But um,
Well, and the times that
specifically for
you're going on
Christmas.
vacation, I'll be pretty much here with the network because my shows are going on hiatus. Those on my channel I'm referring to. So I will
Yeah,
be available more in the summertime. Me and Brandon Martin can take over things while David's on vacation till he comes back
yeah,
for a week or however long he spends. Uh, he will still have contact. We'll still be able to contact him
yeah.
from wherever he is because he's going to bring his laptop with him on vacation, so he has constant, communication either
More
way.
like my
Yeah,
more like my phone too. But
yeah, pretty much. Most of the time,
um,
it'll be text messages or instant messages.
and season three of the Money Fall will be announced by Jason Decanio now, so that's
Mhm.
in change. And Also for those three shows, for season three, we'll have new intros. Jason will be making a new opening line for the hidden envelope for that one, and B Mart, um, I'll have make time to ask him to make a new one for season three too. So um, those three shows, we'll have new intros, new credits, um, and if a new format, it might be determined on that, but that's all I have to say on that one.
Yep.
Um, I explained Jason Decanio for car starts, the new weekend games, 10 episodes per season
Hmm.
from January to April. Um, and another change is we will not be overworking ourselves here going into 2024 because we don't want to. That's why I'm possibly getting rid of Prices Right, which I'll explain in a little bit. Um, the only reason why I am doing two new shows, All Star Blitz and Depth, which I'll have someone else host, by the way, is because they were on the same day as the year it debuted. So that's why I'm testing it out.
Hmm.
But the main reason why we will not be overworking ourselves because um, we don't want, you know, we just don't want that to happen. They can explain more better than I can want.
And that's why we're reaching out to other people that, even if you want to host. I mean, it's great when we have contestants or celebrities for the super password and everything, but I would like to, again, I'm going to pitch out there and
Yeah.
see if people would like to host for the show as well, because I mean, I do a lot of that. David does a lot of it. Brandon Martin has been both sides of the coin as well too. Um, Jason Kelly, he's almost the announcing. Eric Lima has done both, host and been contestants. Kevin Henry has announced, but I haven't seen. Has he been a contestant?
Uh, no.
Okay, so
Maybe in the
I'd like to
future.
have him. I'd like to have Alex Paris on as a contestant. Be nice.
He's very busy.
Oh,
They're
I know
both
he's a
very
he's a
busy.
busy man, but hopefully one day. Yeah, and it would be nice if we could reach out to Randy West, Burton Richardson, those guys who try to be contestants, those announcers, really branch out and see if we can get them. I know I can get Dean Goss, maybe Erin Perry to be a contestant. She'd like that
Maybe. But
on Card Sharks. she'd
where's
be
the
she'd
thing?
be playing her father's game, liturgy.
Time zone difference.
Yeah, but remember it's 6 hours, so 8:53 right now.
Plus if I get what you're hosting anyway for car search, but I'm just saying if I was still, then it'll have to be only in the summertime or something. But anyway,
Probably, yeah, and we would have to record with her. It'd have to be like her time at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It would have to be like a 9 o'clock recording on a Monday, like on my day off. I'd have to do it in the morning, a special recording because she's in Germany
yeah.
basically. So, yep.
But anyway, and next the Price is Right will probably not return after season one because um you know is at least for me hosting. I did talk to Caleb to see if he wanted to host it, but that's all up to him. And see, I gotta see how much he practices. So, and we still see Prices Right season one finale title come April. It's because I'm still thinking about if it takes a lot of time to practice, and I don't know if he wants to do that, but um, all I know is I'm not gonna be hosting it.
Hmm.
Um, any future announcements? What what happened when we actually finished doing the season or that project? There might be some promos here and there, but we will not be announcing them if we're not finishing. We're not finished with this. So,
Yeah.
don't ask me. Oh, what else is coming up on the network? Just start going in up the routine. So if any future updates happen, you'll see a promo up on the YouTube channel.
And
Maybe
that's
the 5:30 p.m. Sorry.
and that's why those biannual meetings are for you, friends. When you want to know what's going on as far as projects or future things of that sort, come to these meetings because that's your time to ask those questions. Those are the times to ask those questions at those specific meetings, because then we can give you a much clearer answer, and we can have a broader. We'll have a broader timeline to expand out a little bit. But like David said, anything future wise, well, we're going to have that first meeting in May before the summer schedule, so you have opportunities. Summer schedule hasn't even been made yet. It's not even been considered yet. So if you've got something that's going to be far out that you would like to see in the summertime, well, we would have to get private. We would have to get with you on a private one-on-one, the two-on-one with you, and then see how we can work it out, the recording, and when it will launch on the 1st of June for the summertime. Because that's the only way we'll be able to be launched during this. If you want to specifically see it during the summertime, we need X amount of weeks to get it up recording for it to launch on the 1st of June. And there is an actual 13 weeks you can pick, or however many weeks you need in that time frame, based on what show it is. So we don't even know what's in the we don't even know what show you have. If you come to us with an idea for a show or something you thought we used to play, let's take, for instance, what was it, Bonzi, the Bonzi thing.
Yeah. What about it?
Well, let's say somebody wanted to see it come back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, when would they think we could see it? Well, I mean, how successful was it on the weekends? That's another thing too, folks. We need a lot of weekend shows. We need somebody to be a host on a weekend. You know, hosting Monday through Friday is pretty much covered on a lot of stuff, but we have very little, you know, and I know it's hard to get somebody to do some weekend shows because everybody else is just relaxing from the weekend and, you know, that sort of thing. So it's totally understandable, but there's somebody out there who doesn't work the weekends from their regular job and can actually take those 2 days and do something with them.
We actually have something on the weekends here. The money falls to him up, and there's.
Well, we do. You and me have recorded. I'm talking about somebody else to have a show that they would want to do, and we have plenty of weekend openings for it. You know, so that's what I'm trying to say is that we're so overworked during the week, folks, that even on the weekends, me and Dave would like to do some things, but we're going to be recording stuff on some other weekends and airing.
Editing too.
Yeah. So, you know, I would just like to see some new talent come on the network and just wow us, because everybody has a talent bone out there somewhere, and you just got to get over the fear and anxiety, you know. And you don't have to necessarily be on camera either, and it doesn't have to be a live show either. It can be recorded, and you can totally do it like a radio audio if you want, and then just put, you know, pictures up there or slides. If you feel that you don't want to be camera, you know.
Yeah, and also another thing I might do, I haven't 100% considered it, but maybe after every month, you know, once the video comes out, I'll check the copyright stuff and get rid of them just to see what changes. Don't worry, I'll still have all my videos download my Google Drive, which I do most of them anyway. So if I ever decide I want to do that, then I'll do that. And also another thing I forgot to mention, maybe the 5:30 p.m. slot, I might have that for like promos for future shows. I might have that for that as well. Um, and also back to gameplay videos. I'll be getting back to my game runs. I might do some other short gameplay videos like the Mario Kart trials that I used to do, or um, doing some game show showdowns, or maybe just do whatever I feel like. So
Yeah, it's pretty much your open slot there, because your 12 days of Christmas will be over. It's just a temporary spot for the 25 days.
PM.
Yeah. And you can pretty much put anything in there. That'd be like, and we said before that the 5:30 to 6 would be prime access. Because we were at one time, we had a 4 to 6 opening before DMS moved in there.
Yeah.
And I was able to, I'm now able to wave down to 90 minutes for DMS 3000, which is good because then it gives me a chance to go to dinner, gives David a chance to go to dinner on his scheduled time, and then we
Yeah.
can meet up later and not be rushed to get to the 7 o'clock spot. And it only gives us an hour to eat and shove it all down our throat there. So
Um. So yeah, that's basically what's gonna happen, and I think that's all. So and tomorrow, first one to happen to some special today. I been busy with the Christmas holidays and forgot about it, but that'll be back on the network next week. Earlier today, I had a folder of some leftover tapings I did last month or earlier this month and last month too around this time. So I just basically today I edited all of those. Um, so all I have to do is uh, catch up on the Wheel of Fortune and uh, you know and do the super password, and then I have to finish the unknown deal. So those three projects that hopefully I can do tomorrow, and I'll be all set with that one. So is there anything else you want to add?
I don't have anything right now. The only thing else I could say is that hopefully we're basically giving you the entertainment that you pretty much expect from us, and uh, I have not even thought about maybe a Patreon account.
Yeah,
Patreon
I
account
think
is
it's
a great way to get money into the account for a subscription, but we don't even go that far.
no.
Because if we can't even get monetized, why would we even ask anybody for money as far as that? This is, because I get, I would be like, why are you doing this? What's the purpose of it? The purpose basically of this channel is to get everybody to make it a network, to make it like a well-oiled machine. I expected this a 20-year run out of this, but that's a long experience. If David's already got 4 years on the channel on his own prior to me even getting over in here, and this is my first full year with him, so he's got, like I said, he's going into his 5th year next year, which is
Yep.
in 2024 you're going into 5th year. So, but when was that? That was like August, right?
June 20th.
June 20th would be his official date. Are you going to have a 5-year anniversary show for your channel?
Probably if I think of something.
Yeah, I think we could. I think we can whip up a maybe a week of game shows for everybody, something like that. It'll be in the planning works. We'll get it. We'll get all the gang involved with it and see what we can whip up for you. Because I guarantee you, somewhere along the line, that's going to come up, and David will want to want to share his anniversary with everybody. So, like he does with the 14, with his 7 days of game of his birthday, on his birthday, he likes to share that too as well. So,
But yeah, we'll see how it goes with that one.
yeah, that's in the works though. Yeah,
Yeah.
but like I say, this is gonna be, you know, it's a 7 month commitment, and we're already now halfway through that 7 months. With the first 4 months of that of that 7 months down already, we got September, October, November, December is already gone. Now we've got January through June. Actually, this was 13 months. Why am I thinking 7 months? It's 13 months because you got 4 months and then you got, you know, January to June, which is 6. Oh, it's 10 months actually. It's whenever, yeah, right? It's 10 months.
I don't know, but also to let everybody know, that's how football will be also be back next week. Same with like those tiers. So those two shows will be back live on Wednesday and
January
Sunday next week.
No, not next week. Oh, no,
I mean, the week after that. Excuse me.
the week of January 10th, we'll be back with Let's Talk Football. Yep, in 2 weeks still. Yeah, that's one of the things that we all decided to do, and I think for the best. And it's just because there would have been, I would have been doing Wipe Those Tears tonight. Not, but Rant and Rave will be back tomorrow at their normal scheduled time. Brandon Martin said those guys just to go, they've just shown up every week. Yeah. It's like poor guys, but hey, so there you'll have some entertainment tomorrow night on, with all those guys. So who knows what they're talking about?
Yep, but I think that's gonna be it for this announcement video. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll, let's see what we have. Don't forget to tune tomorrow for the return of the Money Vault. So stay tuned for that. And same for the Hand Up on Saturday and David's Punch a Punch on Sunday. And also yesterday I completed the new intro and credits for 2024. So I'm all set with that. So you'll be seeing that in the new year. So thank you all for watching.
Yep.
And I'll see you guys next time. So
good night.
Don't forget to subscribe to the David Dyson Network for great more content like this one.